Hello friends, welcome back to Vlogmas.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
I hope that you guys are doing great. For today's video, I thought that I would go through and answer some of the questions that you guys left for me on my Instagram. And yeah, we would just have a little chat before I head to the gym. I'm already wearing my workout clothes. All right, we'll start out with some softball questions first, because some of these I have to think about. I get so many questions about this. Could you share your hair routine for your fellow curly girls? Yes, I can. I should probably just make a whole video on that. I have had the same curly hair routine literally since I was probably like 16 or 17. Whenever I got out of the phase of straightening my hair every single day in high school and I decided to start appreciating my curls, that hair routine I had then, I've had this whole time. So that's like over 10 years. Over 10 years. Oh my gosh. When was I in high school? I graduated high school in 2012. But anyway, I'll make a separate video for you guys on my hair care routine during Vlogmas, because for the last 3 weeks, I started doing something different. I just started to notice that my curls were not as bouncy as they had been previously. And so I started switching up my products and what I do. And yeah, so I'll make a whole video because I'm basically using all new products, and so far so good. I'm even using new shampoo and conditioner. What are your 2021 fitness goals, life goals? I've lost inspiration, so I'm just curious. So my 2021 goals for fitness are definitely to cut back on some body fat. I want to get back to having a little bit more ab definition. And for me, I know like it's important to just preface with, you can't spot reduce fat, but for my body type, I know that I lose fat around my stomach first. So if I'm losing weight, the first place that I lose it from is my stomach. And I know some people, the first place they lose it is like their thighs or their arms or like something else. So that's one of my first goals. And then my second goal is to work on these bad boys. I used to have a lot more arm muscle, and I mean, my chest is really sore, so I can't even like, for me, I think my main focus right now is just cutting down on my body fat while making sure that I'm still just, you know, lifting weights and being happy and getting back into a routine. Personal goals, I would say, are just to like, this sounds cheesy, but to just like be happy next year and to do things that I love and to believe in myself more and to just create things that I'm passionate about. Keep working on building the life that I want for myself, and yeah. What was your hardest class in law school? Aside from the fact that just law school in general is just very challenging and hard, especially the first year, and it just drains the life out of you and you literally question every single day why you chose to make that decision. Anyone in law school, you know what I'm talking about. I would say contracts, just because there's just so many moving parts, and there's so many moving parts to a lot of things, but I don't know. It took me a whole year to just learn what consideration was. A contract, you need an offer, acceptance, and consideration. But what is consideration? What's considered consideration? So many different things. I talk about law school a lot like it's this difficult, challenging, overwhelming thing, which it is 100%. And right now I'm not practicing law, but I don't necessarily regret going to law school, because it was just so amazing to be surrounded by so many educated, smart professors just telling me things and opening my eyes, and the cases that I'd read in class and how they related to, just like obviously related to life because they were life. I just feel like my mind got expanded so much. I really feel like I left law school educated, and I left law school like an adult. How do you find motivation to work out as much as you do? I work out almost every single day, but not every single day is like an intense, crazy workout. Sometimes I just want to just move my body, you know, it's just like exercise, but it's not like an intense workout, like going for the gains, like getting, I don't know. Working out is how I calm my mind and how I relax. Like some people do yoga every day, or some people go out for a walk or running or things like that. You know, like it doesn't have to be that intense. Like sometimes I just need a breather, and so I go into the gym or go into my garage and I'm just like, I'm just gonna listen to some music and just move my body. So I think that that's how I don't lose my motivation for it, is because I never think of it as something that I like need to do, and it doesn't feel like a chore. It's just something that I like to do. Are you still studying law? I actually graduated last year, 2019, so I have a law degree. I have a JD, a Juris Doctor. Technically, does that make me could you call me doctor? I don't know, you tell me maybe. How was the bar exam? I have a lot of law school questions, so I'm just gonna like hit them all right now. I didn't take the bar exam, and I have a whole video on that. I'm sure if you, the ones of you that are probably watching this right now, probably regularly watch all of my videos maybe. Yeah, a quick rundown again for any newbies here. I graduated in May 2019. I didn't decide to take the bar because I didn't want to, like, I just wasn't sold. I wasn't sold on being a lawyer. I've never been sold on working a desk job in an office where you just sit in the same place for like 8 to 10 hours a day. Like, I just have never been sold on that idea. I don't know. I thought that eventually I would just grow out of that thought. And so that's why I just kept pushing, and I was just like, okay, I just need to like, quote unquote, grow up. Like, one day I'll just grow up and I'll be able to just do it. So I decided, oh, I'm not gonna take it right now. I'm just gonna work in an office for like this part of the year until the next bar exam, because the bar exam's offered twice a year. So it's offered in July and February. And so I worked at an estate planning firm, and I worked there all the way through December. And then by December, I was like, you know, this isn't that bad. Like, I don't hate this. I feel like I could do this. And that was my mindset basically going into my first round of studying for the bar. So I started studying, and then I've talked about this a little bit before, but then a lot of life things happened to me, and I was not okay, like not okay. Like, diagnosed with depression, like had terrible anxiety, was going through a lot of terrible things in my life. And at that point, like, all my counselors from school were like, yeah, Courtney, like, it's probably best that you don't study for the bar right now, and you just heal and deal with all the stuff that's going on in your life. And I had planned on that point, I was like, maybe I should just get like a regular job just in tech, and I could just work in an office somewhere, maybe a startup. And so at that point, that was my plan. But then COVID hit, and then no one was really hiring, and it just felt like this weird time, and I was still kind of working through all my stuff. So I just was I was just chilling for a minute there, and then I started to feel a little better, and then I thought, okay, I think that I'm ready. I think that I'm ready to take the exam. So then I signed up to take the July, or well, at that point it had been moved to October because of COVID. So I signed up to take the October bar exam, and then you guys saw me studying all through the summer to do it. And I was really on track this time. Like, I was studying, I was putting in the work, I was ready to do this thing. But then there's this feeling of putting in all this work and all this effort for something that you weren't passionate about, or like you don't care about. It just like wasn't my dream. It's like, think about it like this. I don't know, this is gonna be some weird example that I use. You're just practicing every single day. You're practicing every day to become like a basketball star. I know this is just follow me for a second. You're doing all these drills, you're signed up in all these leagues, you're putting all this effort and all of your time into doing this thing, but you hate basketball and you don't want to play. Why? Then why the heck are you in all these clubs? Why the heck are you filling up all your time with basketball if you don't want to play it? You know, that's literally where I got. So again, I made a whole long video on this, so I'm sorry for rambling now. I just like have a lot of law school questions because I know a lot of you guys were following me during the summer when I was studying, and then I just kind of dropped off because I kind of got embarrassed, honestly, because I had been studying for this test twice, and I'm like, really? I can't take this test? How have I signed up for this test twice and I can't do it? And I realized the reason I can't do it is because I don't want to do it. Like, that's never been my dream, and I kept trying to force myself into this box that I thought I had to be in. Like, because everyone around me was, everyone I talked to, I went to law school with, like, they're all attorneys now. So it just seemed like I was doing something wrong to not follow what I had spent the last 3 years of my life going to school for, when I thought I wanted that, but I didn't want that. But yeah, that was a long explanation. But long story short, I didn't take the bar for the second time. Another thing is, when I decided not to take the bar, it wasn't like I was like, I'm not gonna take the bar, and then I had no fallback, like, at all. Like, I had no other options. Like, I thought about it, and I had other ways of making money where I could maintain like living. Like, I could pay my rent, I could pay for groceries. Like, I had, like, you know, I didn't just blindly jump into it. That was a long answer, but that's what's happening. Okay, next question. Rank all the Taylor Swift albums. Okay, Folklore, Reputation, 1989, Red, Speak Now, Fearless, and then her first one. Am I missing one? I don't think I am. Oh, Lover. See, because, okay, but here's my thing with Lover. I feel like Me should not have been my first introduction to Lover. I feel like Cruel Summer should have been released as like one of the singles and not Me. And then that album wouldn't have been so forgettable. Wow, that's sad. What's your zodiac sign? That's the Capricorn, right? Capricorn. My birthday is January 7th, so that's all I know. I'm not like super into all the zodiac stuff, so I don't know. That's all I know. What's your desired weight? I saw you're at 147. So I posted on my story the other day that I had the Fit Track scale, and then it showed my weight on there, so that's like where this person saw my weight. But I don't have a desired weight. I just want to cut down on my body fat percentage. So I could weigh like 130 but have a high body fat percentage, and that's not gonna look how I want to look, you know? I wanna look strong. I just wanna cut down on a little body fat. So I don't go strictly by the weight number. When I weighed myself for that story that I posted, I was 147, and I weighed myself at 5 p.m. after I had basically eaten all this stuff all day long. The next day, I weighed myself and I weighed 143. That was a 5-pound difference. Depending on what you eat that day, depending on what time you weigh yourself, and like if you weigh yourself in the morning and then at night, like by night you've eaten, you've drank all things all day long, your weight is constantly fluctuating. I could literally say my goal is to lose 5 pounds. Well, technically I did that if I just woke up the next morning, you know? So number isn't as reliable as tracking other things like body fat percentage, in my opinion. To be honest, I can't grasp how you're always in a good mood. What keeps you happy all the time? To be honest, I'm not always in a good mood. I just feel like I smile through the pain. It's probably like my own coping mechanism, I think, or something. Because anytime I just feel down, I kind of just laugh about it, because I'm just like, wow, we're feeling this again. Okay, this is what it is. I think that I've had low enough moments in my life that I really, really, really appreciate when I am happy. Like when I'm having a good day, I'm like, wow, I'm having a good day. I'm not even thinking about anything bad or negative. I'm just like living in the moment today. And I feel like that is maybe what you see, is like whenever I'm having a good day, I'm just really having a good day. What makes you happy the most, like in the small things? One of the things that just melts my heart, I cannot like contain myself, is when Riley and Kyle are sleeping. And when they put their little paws over their face like this, and they curl up, and they're just laying there, sleeping and breathing and living. My children, that brings me so much joy to my life. You know what too? Michael's been teasing me. He's like, maybe you should get another cat. And I'm like, don't test me, because you're gonna come home and there's gonna be a third cat in here. We don't need that. 3 is pushing it. The next one needs to be a dog. And actually Michael and I talk about this a lot, because I am obsessed with wiener dogs. I think that they're the cutest little things in the entire world. They're so cute. The long-haired ones with the different colors and their little legs. I'm so obsessed. I really want a wiener dog, and I want to name it Bagel, and then I want to call it my mini bagel, and I just think that would be so cute. That's my life dream. Yeah, I feel like the next animal we get will be a dog, and it won't be here because, you know, Kyle and Riley are fugitives. Wherever we move to after this is probably when we're gonna pull the trigger and get a dog. Did you play sports growing up? I did play sports. So I played soccer since I was 3 years old, and I played it up through college. I was on the club team for like 2 years, and then I stopped playing after that. That's like the love of my life, is soccer. I was a midfielder, usually center or on the left side, because I could just run around all day. And then I also ran track, and I did cross country. I'm a long distance runner for sure. What's your biggest fear? We're gonna get a little dark here, but we're gonna brighten it back up, so don't you worry, we're gonna come back. My biggest fear used to be dying, but I feel like now my biggest fear is not living my life and just going through it, and not doing things that I'm passionate about, and not just being present and feeling like I used all my time and I just lived my life for me. That's my biggest fear. I like this question. I like this question. It is, what inspires you? What inspires me is other people chasing their dreams. I love it. Other people working hard and going against the grain and doing anything to reach their dream, whatever it is, whatever. Anything that people do where you just see them put every single ounce of themselves. Like, this is their dream. This is what they wanted for their whole lives. And they got it. And when you see them get it, oh, chills. I love it. I love when people just go after what they want and they don't care, and they just have blinders on. They're like, you don't think I can do it? I don't care. I'm not paying attention to you. You don't believe in me? I don't care. This is my dream. This is what I want. Ooh, I love that. Any tips for social media growth, brand partnerships, algorithm struggles? My tips for social media are the standard ones that people give you, which is post consistently, be authentic, use hashtags, and engage. Things that you should just be doing if that's your goal, is to grow your social media. Tips for growing or brand partnerships. Basically, most of my partnerships is I was using the product already and the company reached out to me after that and asked me, and like that's where it progressed from there. So like with Balance, for example, I bought Balance and then I was wearing my King Cheetah print because I just loved it, and I remember it was a little while after that that Balance reached out and asked me if I wanted to be an affiliate. Start promoting the brands that you want to partner with and that you actually believe in, you know? I mean, you could post things you don't believe in, but like that's kind of like shady, but you know, to each their own. Algorithm struggles, I would say you want to be strategic about it. No one really knows how the algorithm works, right? But there are things that you can do to work around the algorithm. I'm going to talk about Instagram specifically. So anytime Instagram releases like a new feature, like not TikToks, Reels, you want to use that because they want people to be using those new features. So they're going to push you up and have a more likelihood of you being shared more on more explore pages. Yeah, so yeah, those are my tips for the algorithm, for brand engagement and all that stuff. Okay, next question. What the heck is the difference in the ghost line? LOL. Like, what is legend, burn? What is this? Okay, starting off, legend is their pre-workout. So legend is just the name of the pre-workout. Basically, pre-workout is just used to boost your energy. It can boost your performance. It has caffeine in it, and it's just what you take if you're feeling like you need a little energy boost in the gym. Now, some pre-workouts can make you really itchy or scratchy, and that's because they have a lot of beta-alanine. I never know how to say that. Beta-alanine? They have a lot of beta-alanine in it. If I take a pre-workout that has a lot of it, I get like itchy around my face and my hands get tingly, and it would just like tingle like this. Whew, it was too much. It was too much. C4, I'm looking at you. Thank you for the tingles. With Ghost, I don't feel those tingles. I do feel the tingles though, no matter what, on any pre-workout and on Ghost, if I take it without eating anything first, like if I take it on an empty stomach or if I take too much. And then people often take pre-workout with Pump and they make it a stack like this, stacked. Pump does not have any caffeine in it. It has nitric oxide in it, which basically increases the blood flow to your muscles and gives you a pump during your workout. And it just also helps improve your performance during a workout. If you're looking for a pre-workout that doesn't have caffeine in it, then you can take Pump on its own. You don't need to take them together, but I prefer to take them together because I like to feel like energized and I like to have a pump at the same time. And then next up we have Burn. Okay, first off, we just have to talk about this flavor. This one is spicy pineapple margarita. It's not my favorite flavor. Like, there's a spice to this. Like, there is a spice. So if you like spicy things, then this might be for you, but it wasn't for me. Basically, Burn is a fat burner, and that just helps you maximize your weight loss. I don't really know all the like technical terminology, jargon for it, but it's a fat burner. So it just helps burn your fat. It's like very controversial. Some people like don't like them at all. Some people do like them. I don't know if you guys saw this picture I posted on my Instagram story. I posted a picture and I had been doing cardio 3 times a week at that point, and I was taking a fat burner, a different brand of fat burner, and it was in a pill form. And it kind of just makes you, it feels like pre-workout, but it also just I feel like it makes me sweat like a lot. Like I just start sweating, and it's because it's a fat burner. It's like trying to help you burn your fat. As for me, I haven't had a bad experience with fat burners. I think that they help me like get focused and energized in the morning because again, there is caffeine in it. So I liked it for my morning cardio sessions when I would literally be on the Stairmaster for 45 minutes. But don't take Burn and pre-workout together. No. That's a lot of caffeine, baby girl. You don't need all that, okay? Take one. Personally, I prefer to take Burn before I do cardio, and I wouldn't take it before I do a workout session, like weightlifting session. Next up, we have BCAAs. Hello. BCAAs stands for branched chain amino acids. They are essential nutrients that our body gets from our food, but it's just in like a powdered form that you can drink. Our body burns that for energy, and typically people take this before they work out, after they work out, during their workout. It's just, again, another thing to just kind of add some of that nutrients back into your body that you're burning off. Then we got greens, and as you can hear, it's almost empty because I take this every single day. Greens helps with your digestive health, and then it also just makes sure you're getting enough greens. So yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So then we have Glow, and this one is a Ghost like specific product. I don't think that other brands have this specific product. And then Glow is basically a skincare detox supplement. It just helps, again, like the green, just clear out your system. It's just detoxing the toxins in your body. And then it also has collagen. It has other things that are gonna help your skin feel glowy and beautiful. Personally, I like to mix greens and Glow together in the morning just so I can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So yeah, that's gonna be it for my questions today. That was a lot of fun. I like chatting with you guys. I like just sitting down and sharing and just rambling on. You know how I love a good ramble. I hope that you guys liked this video. I'm gonna go ahead and head to the gym now because remember, I'm wearing my gym clothes. I'm ready to go work out. Remember to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. And while you're here, you might as well hit that bell notification. With all that said, I hope that you have a terrific day and a terrific week, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.